Alright, so we're going to start our reaction to RWBY Volume 9, Episode 1. I didn't rewatch Volume 8 very recently. It was a couple months ago when I watched it, but I still have the ending pretty fresh, so I know exactly what's going on going into it. No. Picking up right where we left off. Oh, I like this. This is just a POV from RWBY. Oh, Neo's still going for it. I respect it. I respect that type of tenacity to your objective. Nice little weird tropical two suns. That is two suns. I remember vaguely the teaser scene that was dropped. I think it was this. I haven't watched it or rewatched it. I didn't think there was a point since, you know, it's going to be in the actual volume. I'm guessing that's the Tree of Life. It's very reminiscent of the spirit world in Avatar: The Last Airbender, crossed with Alice in Wonderland. Here in the Lost Woods, RWBY. Better find a guide that knows the way. The mouse is very cute. She cries and it starts raining. Is it sort of like in tune with her emotions? She's lost because she's lost? Oh.
Now, if only you could help me.
I could try.
A huntress?
That's a lot of things.
Yeah. She is a lot of things.
I'm Ruby Rose. Do you have a name?
I'm still young, so not yet.
How about I call you Little for now? Would that be all right?
How does one little? I'm sure it'll make sense eventually.
One would have long blonde hair. The other has, well, cat ears.
Oh, you know what cats are.
I should have known. I've seen plenty of cartoons.
You really think it's around here somewhere? I wouldn't exactly say I'm certain about anything at the moment.
Okay, so they did land together.
You and RWBY, but before I did. And
I thought
really
they would.
glad you're
The
okay.
four of them were going to be separated.
I'm really glad you are too.
But I guess I'm interested
And
to
if
see
we are,
why they have
that
these
means
two
Yang and
together
RWBY might be.
immediately.
Weiss, can you... What happened after we fell? We should focus on finding everyone else first. I think I see something.
It's better to tell people than let them worry.
I guess it could have been worse.
Huh?
Oh! An army of littles.
Justice befalls I pray!
Are they talking? Not what I'm worried about right now.
Where is your whimsy?
Drooling on me?
On this day, we were not the prey, but the hunter! Then she pulled the cheese out of the ground on her
Oh, so that is cheese. I thought it was just some weird, messed up fruit.
Before all of this, I was trying to go to that cliff over there. I figured going to higher ground and getting my bearings would be good.
Sounds like the best option.
Well, also, there's a really big tree.
The cliff, I could help with that.
I guess we can figure it out ourselves.
At least they got us to
Is
this
that a
path.
rocking
We
horsefly?
need to hurry. Yang's been down here the longest,
That's really
and we
cute.
still haven't found her.
Are there others down here too?
Oh, right. They're not
What
going to know John fell. Because he was last, right?
I
It's
don't
been a
know if
hot
anyone
second
else
since I
fell.
watched.
No. I think
Yeah.
we should find Yang, if she's even down here. Then we can go over everything.
I just...
Maybe they should have asked what kind of dangers are out here. Okay. Weird, messed up Grim. Oh, right. Preston Rose got knocked off. It's very humanoid.
I said I wasn't done with you yet!
Okay. Oh wow, they really weren't separated for long. I don't know, something's really off about that thing. Whatever it is. Also, wow, I didn't expect them to meet up first episode.
Why not? You seem trustworthy.
Ruby?
What is that?
Yang?
Aw.
I sort of thought you'd be a little happier to see us.
Oh,
I
that was
am.
really
It's
like the
just-
shot of
It
when
must have
Yang
gone
had just
pretty
lost her
bad.
arm and Blake reached out to her but didn't quite reach. Now she does. Okay, now she's
And
telling
Penny.
them the truth.
John tried to help, but
Right.
sacrificed herself.
I forgot they did not know. I forgot. Oops.
Or where Neo is?
Nope.
Maybe everyone else made it.
I don't know, but I have a bad feeling.
Neo's here too.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah,
The
she's
attacking were
fine.
Falling.
But what if we can't leave? Or what if...
Still
if
gotta
we're dead?
try.
I know how this sounds, but I think we're in a fairy tale.
Is that Candyland? I'm bobbing my head. You can't see it, but I'm bobbing. Alright, the evolution of each character design. Oh. The additional person. It's very interesting. Is that Neo? Wait, we haven't seen anybody's semblances go off, have we? Maybe that's Neo's actual form. Because Neo makes illusions, right? So maybe... Huh. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because... Well... Because the thing I mentioned about semblances is because we don't know if they work here. Because it's a different... Maybe not universe is the right word, but it's a different something. And maybe things don't work the same way. So we haven't seen them try to be a Ruby Speed or the Glyphs or anything like that. So I wonder, That's interesting. I'm interested in seeing the different locations throughout the volume, because this first episode just took place in a tropical kind of thing, you know? For a first episode, this one introduced a lot of the elements that it should. It showed where our main characters are, what they want to do, and then also had some different elements, such as the weird creature that appeared. And that's a bit of intrigue for later. In terms of actual quality, I'm very interested to see where it's going to go. I'm also interested in the fact that while Ruby found out that Penny passed away, she didn't really get a chance to verbalize or react beyond while passing out. So obviously that took a lot of toll on her. This Penny has unfortunately died twice now. She was present for the first one, but not the second one. I'm interested to see if it'll actually affect the rest of the volume in terms of motivation and as well as mood. Because I'm sure just hearing that while you're lost, hey, your friend passed away, it's gonna affect her in some way. And I'm interested to seeing how that plays out for the rest of the volume, if it does. I'm also really interested to see if the rest of the volume will stick to this fairyland and stick with our main cast, or if it'll jump back and forth between what's going on in Vacua and what's happening in this magical fairyland. In terms of first episode, it set things up as expected. While it did pretty well at setting up the volume, there wasn't too much meat to it. It's more of just like giving us, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're going to do, and I'm sure episode 2 and 3 will probably have more meat to it. If you like this reaction, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And we're going to go into episode 2.
So are we just gonna stand around thinking about this in silence, or...
I know this place is weird, but a fairy tale? I mean, that's impossible.
Yeah. Like, not only is there
what
a
we've
talking
seen is
mouse,
improbable, but that doesn't mean we're in an actual fairy tale. Are we seriously entertaining this?
Yeah,
Do
you should.
you have a better explanation for what's going on?
Well, let's try to be more logical, shall
everything.
we?
Everything
We fell
about
from
the
the
actual
sky.
plot is about
RWBY made
fairy
friends
tales.
with a tiny mouse.
Friends!
Not
Mike and I
even
got
the
caught by killer
character design
vines,
meta commentary, just like actually like the lore of
You
the story.
got your arm
It's all about fairy
stolen
tales.
by a... What was it that you said?
A talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Yes, that.
Something about this is familiar.
The girl who fell through the world. I think we're in the ever after. In the story, Alex fell from the sky and met with the hunter mice. Got trapped in vines, bought a jabberwocker, and got her knife stolen by a talking raccoon.
Yeah, and then she beat the Red King at a board game, met the curious cat, the rusted knight, and finally got out through...
The tree.
Yeah. It's kind of
So
a
what
huge
now?
centerpiece.
Do we go to
yeah.
the tree, look for Alex, Yang's arm? Ruby, you're still missing Crescent Rose.
I'll bet the Jinxie Peddler has it.
Who?
The Jinxie Peddler?
So the town is just ahead, right? I've been thinking, if we're
That's so
going to go to
cute.
this town, we need to be careful. Alex didn't know their customs and ended up starting a war among the townsfolk. Trouble followed her everywhere she went.
Well, yeah, but she was kind of a mean person, right? She lied and cheated her way through most of the book. Do they steal stuff from you guys too?
Steal? Never.
Mm-hmm.
They just take the things we're not looking at. Fair's fair.
Sounds like a legitimate business person. How did they manage to steal your arm anyway?
I was knocked out from the fall. When I came to, that sneaky raccoon had already grabbed my arm and ran off before I could stop him.
So would you say he caught you unarmed? How disarming. I guess we'll have to catch this.
About time.
For what?
Weiss is just like, yeah, bees.
Don't worry.
And Ruby is
We'll
just
find a way out of here and then
having
we'll go back home.
PTSD.
It's all gone. There's nothing left for me to go back to.
You did the best you could for Atlas Weiss.
But it wasn't enough. I know that was a lot to hear.
Yeah, so they should be chess pieces and checkerboard. And just board pieces in
Act
general.
like you belong, everybody.
There it is. So what's the strategy? Just start roughing him up or what?
No?
In the book, Alex had to barter with Jinxie for her dagger.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hit him.
No.
Welcome, one and all!
He's adorable.
And a lot older than I remember from the book.
I am Jinxie, and these are the finest treasures of the acre.
I don't see my arm.
All of Jinxie's treasures are just other items in disguise, so that people think they're buying something extremely valuable.
Okay. So, which
Gonna
one is
assume
Ying's
it's
arm?
the yellow one.
What does your heart tell you? That's how Alex knew.
I mean, that one looks roughly arm-sized-ish.
Ruby?
There's something about that one.
A little penny.
First item, the diamond-studded rabbit.
How are we going to bid without any money?
I don't think there's any money in the ever after. Jinxie just names whatever price he wants.
Maybe this won't be so bad after all.
Second
Oh,
item,
famous last words.
a golden scepter. You!
Huh?
The bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to...
knowing what it is to feel loved. A fair price for some, I'd say.
By royal decree,
Sold!
Wait, that's my arm!
whatever it is, it's royal property now. No price is too high for His Majesty's birthday.
First item, the jade marionette.
We tried it your way, Blake.
You!
Ruby, what are you doing?
Bidding starts at
You know, this would be really
enough
dark, but is
to
that
fill this jar.
is that a Oh god, it's in a jar. Is that Penny's corpse?
You don't have enough, do you?
But no, she's a real girl. That would be really weird if that was true.
Why, you little rat! Leave that alone. You can't touch it until
Well, actually,
the deal
the
is
fake
done.
one. Because they made the robot. Oh, there we go.
It's a fake! I'm going for it!
It's still a gun. But yeah. It's one of Penny's weapons. Gave the hug back.
Those people take auctions very seriously. High five? High five?
We're doing the same thing Alex did. We're ruining everything.
That's your biggest concern right now?
I couldn't explain why, but I was drawn to it.
Oh yeah, it's raining again. In tune with emotions.
Great. Now it's raining on just us. Alex went to the tree, right? Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. In the book,
We are not in a book. And even if we were, we know how it ends. Right over there.
Stomping. And yeah. It seems like this place is very in tune with Ruby's emotions.
This way! Somebody's sad! I'd be sad too, if I ruined the royal birthday.
These guys again.
Blake, what did Alex do next?
she went to the Crimson Castle and beat the Red King in his own game.
Well,
Huzzah! You treasonous
God.
birthday ruiners!
Okay.
We want to go to the birthday party. We want to go to the birthday party.
Well, too bad, because we're going to... Oh, yes. That's where we're taking you, as prisoners, for stealing royal property.
What if I offered you something better? The weapon of a powerful warrior.
Go on.
Not just a powerful warrior, the most powerful to ever live. She was touched by magic. She gave her life for thousands. Take us to the royal birthday and allow us to present this most precious gift.
Yes. By royal decree. Come on, men. You heard her.
I love these
We got a
weirdos.
birthday to celebrate.
We may not know exactly what's going on, but for whatever reason, this place is putting us on a similar path as a book we all read as kids. I say we follow it. And stop pretending we know what we're doing.
Ruby's determination is coming out, but she also seems to be burying her feelings a little bit. So far, the flow of the episode seems to be working pretty well, and we're accomplishing something each episode, with this one being getting back Yang's arm, as well as having something to give at their next objective with Penny's weapon. It's good to see Ruby's downturned mood is continuing, and that, again, Penny's death is very much at the forefront of her decisions. I'm interested to see because it seems to be like a slow burn boiling, and at some point it's gonna boil over. So I wonder how long it'll take to get to that point, especially if something happens. There also seems to be some confirmation that the rain comes from sadness, as the guards in the background say, oh, somebody's sad or somebody's crying, something like that. So it's good to have that confirmation so far. Blake seems to be having a moral dilemma about being better than the heroines she read about, where she's like, oh, I don't want to be as bad as Alex, who went through the ever after. I do like Yang's overall upbeat attitude or attempts, even if they're not exactly working. All right, so let's head to the next episode. I do wonder now if the new character in the intro, the new girl, is Alex, but I feel like that wouldn't make sense. Maybe Neo transformed into her? Yeah, but fairy tales are pretty good guides. Butterfly? Of course.
You're the Red King?
How dare you! There is no king! I am the Red Prince. Why I never coming to someone's castle without even knowing who they are. And on
the Red
my
Prince.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Your Majesty!
Going to assume that the king from the fairy tale passed away.
The king wasn't nearly as rude. Or small. Or loud.
Well, if it hadn't been for your kind, the king would still
God, I already
be
said
here.
this, but I love them. I love the guards. They're so silly. I love it.
Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
The curtsy.
Birthday, I guess. Ew. Did I used to be this unbearably pompous?
Your Majesty, we have brought you a magnificent gift
A bit,
befitting of
though.
the royal
Just a little
birthday.
bit.
It is very rare. The weapon of the greatest warrior to ever live.
Acquired by us and only us with no help at all.
But we're the ones who gave it to you.
No help at all.
Green. Why
Wrong
is
color.
it green?
Literally the complementary color. The opposite.
How could you?
The clawing. Oh, chopping off their head.
No, wait.
They're too silly to
Well,
deserve
maybe we
that
can
fate.
help cheer you up.
Well, Ruby is red.
Beheading people does cheer me up, but go on.
We heard you like to play games.
Hmm? And this butterfly again.
There's always a
much.
Your Majesty, you are as wise as you are. Small.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
If
Okay.
we win,
It works
our
out.
only request is that you help us get to the tree.
If you win, I will help you with what you ask.
Ah, great. So, how do we play?
Rule 1! Each player may move every pawn one space each turn. Rule 2! Whoever gets the most pawns to the other side of the board wins. Rule 3! To take over a space, you must dispose of whoever occupies it.
Dispose of?
Because they're living, right? They're sentient.
Okay. I think I'm missing some pieces.
How perfect that you brought along friends to play.
Yeah, I was about to
then.
say they're gonna take spots. Did Yang just punch herself?
We're all littles.
We're okay! Ruby! The most important thing is winning this game.
Oh, he's kicking his feet. Like, so joyed to play this game. Interesting that Little wasn't made a piece.
Can you
Oh,
advance one space
there's actually a
forward,
space
please?
for Little to be a piece.
A victory for me!
They're just throwing. Huh.
Okay. How about you three? Oh. Weiss, do you think you can take that space? Have some faith!
Go waste!
Yang, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Over it.
Oh, she's living it up.
Who are these people?
Did she just use her semblance? Because I remember earlier, I was wondering whether they could or not.
Surely not, though.
Aw, that's cute.
Enough! It's my turn! Attack! Full steam ahead!
I was wondering how the turns work.
No! This is not how it's supposed to go!
Oh, that's cute. Oh,
Right?
I like that
This
effect.
isn't fair! You... Wait, what type of creatures did you say you are again?
Well, Blake is a faunus. Little's a mouse. At least I think.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
sure.
the rest of us are human?
Human? Human! I knew it! You must have cheated! All of you! Get them! Get them!
Yep, so that's confirmation they can use semblances. Ooh, jazzy.
comes down low. Have you come for the action? Come for the sport.
Oh, she placed bombs on it.
It's a free for all. It's a dog eat dog.
Leave them alone! You're going to hurt them!
It's my royal birthday, and I can do whatever I like.
Dance on, move your feet and move 'em fast. Who knows I like him?
Running out.
I've won! Give up already.
We won't.
Kick their wooden butts!
Where's the king of the castle now? I'm taking control of the fortress.
Oh, that actually. Oh, great. Also, once again, gravity glyphs are OP. That was pretty good. Especially because they work together.
If you won't concede, then I will have you beheaded!
You can throw a tantrum if you want, but we won! Take us to the tree!
Cards, there!
Your Majesty!
Oh, is that the
You must
Cheshire?
be so distraught. Unable to do the one thing you were put on this acre to do. I understand.
Sure. Fine. I won't behead them. But I never want to see them again!
What about my friends? They're still tiny! And he promised he would...
Promises are like birds. They taste great, but always escape. You should go before he changes his mind.
Don't touch me!
Come, quickly!
You're finished!
Oh, here's the MC Escher painting toward of environment.
Here, this is the way out.
I don't know how that went so wrong. But thank you for saving us.
Good thing I
Oh,
dropped by
he
the prince's
glows.
party when I did. I usually hate parties. How did you end up in his game anyway?
We wanted to speak to the Red King, but he wasn't there. And now we're back where we started.
The king? How do you know him? Well, times change, you know, and so do we when it's our time to change. Don't you? You're not nearly as interesting as the others I've met. What about... Hold that thought.
Oh,
What's the deal with
butterfly.
this cat? Can't anyone here be normal?
No.
That's
No,
not just
absolutely
any
not.
cat. When Alex was lost, she met the curious cat, who loved to ask questions.
And the curious cat helped Alex find the tree.
Little is just sleeping their way through this adventure. Oh? That purple and yellow. Oh, there she is. He seems...
Stop. End. Cease. No. No. No.
There's still something weird about that thing. So in this episode, we're introduced to the Red Prince and the game that doesn't really make sense, but his character was interesting. But really, I love the guards. I love the guards so much. They're so goofy. I do like that his pieces that he provided didn't automatically, they threw. They knew who their ruler is, basically. But of course, because he made Ruby's friends into pieces, that was kind of his own downfall. The music during the fight scene was super good. I really liked it. I also really liked a lot of the combos they did. And in general, I just thought it was really well animated. Also, if I remember correctly, this is our first big fight scene of the volume. I really do appreciate that the fight scene so far really fit with the plot. I wonder if the Red Prince hated that they were humans because maybe a human did something to the Red King. I'm assuming here that they're related in some way. Hopefully we find out at some point. But yeah, the fight scene was great. The chase sequence with the guards was beautiful. I love that sort of MC Escher painting, just absurdity. And also now we get to meet the Curious Cat. It's weird. The Curious Cat is helping, but there's an almost ominous air to them, whereas the Jabberwocker, maybe that's what it's called, the almost grim-like creature, it looks like it's supposed to be evil, but it doesn't feel evil. And then there's this area with the yellow and the purple. Very much makes me think of the gods of creation. It makes me wonder what this area of the world is about. And of course, we finally meet Neo. It's going to be interesting to see Neo's story if they cut back to her occasionally, mainly because she doesn't speak. So it'll rely heavily on animation and body language to convey what's going on. Like here, it seems like she's almost confused. Like maybe she hasn't made this many copies of that illusion before, but I'm not sure. I'm interested to see where that goes. All right, on to the next episode.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, come on, kitty. The cat's hide quarters.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Go by.
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years. But if you are asking me what I am, I do suppose I am indeed a cat. Most curious. The tree. Tree. Of course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree goes to you, unless, of course, you're me. You see.
Not even a little bit.
Well, that's your problem. It's a matter of perspective, I'm afraid.
It's like how Little said,
take us then?
You can't just walk to it.
So why would I ever want to go back? Yes, I'm glad we understand one another. No
Maybe it's needing like a true purpose.
Please.
Since that's what
You
Little
helped Alex when she was
culture is all about.
Alex? How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong nemesis? Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we don't know her personally. She wrote a book about her entire adventure in the ever after.
A book? Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's where we're from.
Yes. Oh, please, I simply must know more.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
Got him. Totally roasted.
Thank you.
Guys, the Curious
appreciate
Cat was
Yang's
described
supportiveness.
as an ally
Wait.
with an appetite.
That shouldn't be too hard. We know all sorts of...
The cat's gone.
No.
So, the old man and the boy share a body now? Ooh, that's got some uncomfortable implications. Who thought that was a helpful way to reincarnate? The same people who put a city in the sky? Oh, speaking of Atlas, did that CL girl from the Vital Festival ever come back in a notable way? There's just so many characters to keep track of. Wait, what was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn. You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Woo, those two brothers. Talk about a god complex, am I right? All in all, a rather entertaining summary, though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress. Oh, would you look at that? The edge of the garden's acre.
You know, they said, oh, she wrote the book, which is what I'm guessing they assumed, and what I assumed originally, but maybe she didn't. Maybe somebody else did.
This entire world is put together like a bunch of mixed up
and she
puzzle
never
pieces.
actually made it out.
How does anyone make sense of this?
Each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants and their roles. Is it not like that?
Yeah, everything is about roles.
No.
So I think you have to know your role to be able to get to the
It never even
tree.
occurred to me to ask that before. Who was that scary sorceress you mentioned? Salim? Salem? How many more relics does she need to end the world again? How are you even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
He's asking the hard questions. Someone humming?
Is this the garden?
It certainly looks like a garden.
Oh, the caterpillar.
Where's that humming coming from?
The blue caterpillar. Ugh. Blue caterpillar.
What are you?
I'm getting really tired of that question.
What question?
What are you?
Oh, that question. Isn't it obvious? I am an herbalist. The herbalist. At least, until I'm not anymore. Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
You can make us a Grogurt Parfait, right?
I must say, you all seem a bit, hesitant. What did you say you were again?
We're huntresses.
And what exactly does a huntress do?
Fight monsters, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't understand why this matters.
I don't understand how you don't understand.
Your purpose.
I am an herbalist. I make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. Would you say that you're good huntresses?
Look, can you help us or not?
I am trying. This is how a king winds up a prince. Follow me. My work is never done.
Just
please
blowing on the hookah.
Take a seat.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going. Right, Ruby?
This won't take long. Just answer the questions. What are you?
Oh, the secondhand smoke, it's getting to her.
No. Are you sure you know? You have to be sure of what you are and of what you're going to read.
Blake! Ruby!
This now the part of the intro that shows the
You could go back.
old versions makes a lot more sense.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, choosing whether to keep the arm.
Simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat, if you wanted. Really, it's up to you.
Why bother anymore? What does it even stand for now? Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders. Isn't that what you want?
No.
To be free?
To be something simpler?
To be whole again? No. My losses, my failures, Those more than anything are what have shaped me into who I am, showed me how I need to grow. If there's something I'm missing, it's not because I've lost it. It's because I haven't found it yet. And the only way to do that is to keep going.
A simple life wouldn't be my life. My family, my friends, my culture. I belong to them just as much as they belong to me. To give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know who you think you are, but let me tell you who I am. I am the granddaughter of a hero and the child of a villain. I am a citizen of a fallen kingdom and an heir to nothing. I will not be defined by my name because I will be the one to define it.
And I think
am Waishni, and I am a huntress.
she might have a different answer. Yeah.
So, are you a huntress? Like the ones you read about in books? I don't know. They always saved the day, didn't they? Always knew what to do. Always won in the end. But life isn't like a fairy tale. That's right. It's up to you to make things better, isn't it?
Blake is the one who told her that.
Everything all depends on you. Your mom was the best. But even she failed. And that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair. So, what are you gonna be?
Get away from her!
Oh my, that's a bit much.
Oh, Herb, look at yourself. You're done. You're supposed to be helping others find their way, but you've lost your own. Please, let me help. And take a little bit of my heart. You'll feel much better.
See, every time the cat does that, I'm just like,
Always was a bit of a workaholic.
I mean, it does help them,
was it?
but I feel like towards the end of the volume, it'll probably hurt them. But
Oh, I found the cat.
just gone. All right, so this is the second time that the Curious Cat has changed somebody's heart. The Curious Cat is all about change, it seems. And I think it will be a malicious change eventually. I'm just not sure how. Because really right now, the Curious Cat's only motivation is the curiosity. So I wonder how long it'll take for the other shoe to drop. It seems like Ruby's idealism is getting crushed. So the previous volumes have all addressed Yang's, Weiss's, and Blake's concerns that they see here, but Ruby's hasn't. And I'm guessing that's what this volume is all about. Ruby's idealism getting crushed after so much happening, especially with finding out Penny has died yet again, that the future is very bleak, that Salem has the relics. It's definitely finally crushing her, and I hope Ruby can find the drive to continue. But I know, like I mentioned earlier in the reaction, that she's almost pushing her feelings down. Eventually, it's gonna burst. The smoke and audio effects on the inner conflict was really good, especially on the Ruby segment. The distortion was a really nice touch. I do like that Blake's words about how this isn't like a fairy tale from Volume 1 was twisted here to further her depression into the fact that she doesn't think she's living up to the Huntress ideals. I am glad that we're finally getting a volume addressing Ruby as like a character, because she hasn't really been as developed as the others in terms of going through this inner conflict. So it's nice to finally see it happen. All right, so on to the next episode.
I'm so glad the four of you are still the four of you. Not always the case in the ever after.
You're the one who ditched us in the first place. Which, by the way, was how we ended up in that mushroom house to begin with. You know, where that delirious caterpillar guy tried to drug us and then was swallowed up by a freaking hole in the ground?
Yes. Alex had a similar reaction the first time she saw someone return to the ever after. But it's not how it seems. Well, I suppose it is. But not the way you think. If you think like Alex. Which it seems like you do.
I hope they find out more about Alex this episode.
We're here.
Because the Curious Cat seems to be implying a lot, but not actually saying anything outright. Oh, Lotus. That's beautiful.
When we break or wear out or simply finish what we were made to do, we're called back. But Herb, his heart was too weak to listen. So I gave him a little bit of mine.
Is he dead?
Oh, no. Well, maybe a little bit, but not at all.
Which is it?
Now that Herb's properly returned, he'll be fixed up nice and made into the Herb he wanted to be when he was still Herb. Then he'll come back and find his purpose. Could be the same as before, or maybe not.
It seems like every character in the Ever After
Will he remember anything?
is different.
What would be the point of that?
From the fairy
Just
tale,
like
but in a
Alex
wrong way.
I know. Where you're from, things die. But we're just not like you at all. We ascend. Herb will have a
Basically,
purpose again.
like the Ever After
That's
is in a really
impossible.
bad spot.
have to die
It seems
someday.
like.
Right?
Goodness, no. Though I suppose there is a creature. No. That's not the sort of thing you talk about in polite company. And now he's the prince you met.
Fixed up. The prince was worse.
The prince isn't supposed to be nice. He's meant to play the game and win. Ascending.
He still distrusts
The heart
humans.
very rarely forgets.
Yeah.
But there was nothing about Ascension in the story.
Of course not! Exposition is terribly boring. Even this conversation was, on the whole, rather tedious.
I wonder what else Alex left out.
Well,
I think
to
a
make
lot.
good parfait, one needs a bushel of
Because
rubby
again,
apple,
I'm starting to
spicy
think that
potato,
Alex
lint off a
maybe
ribbon
didn't
sweater.
actually make it out.
Ethel's dragons and more should have that, which is right next to.
I'll never remember all of
Or at
that.
least something's weird about that whole
I can procure those. There's
her writing
another
it.
ingredient we must have.
Them being separated makes me think something's gonna happen to Ruby. Something bad. I do like this, like, elevator music.
Teapot lady.
The music. It's doing that thing. No.
Does that one interest you?
Blacksmith.
I thought this was lost forever. How do you have it?
Nothing. No one is ever truly lost. Are you lost?
No. I just. My friends went somewhere else.
Oh, this is. They look cool. They look really cool.
Ruby, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Are you her guide, little one?
Yes, Ruby is my friend, and I want to help her get home.
You seem to be carrying a rather large burden with you.
I'm fine. I can handle it.
If you change your mind, you may choose any one of these you like, and set your burden down.
I already have a weapon. I did.
And yet, here you are, searching for something else that you do not even know.
Ruby? Who are you talking to?
Was
Did you
that?
retrieve the notepad?
I couldn't tell if the reflection was Ruby or her mother.
No.
Oh, fireworks.
Woohoo! A festival!
Jabberwocker! It's a Jabberwocker!
Oh, not.
I like the danger fireworks. It's a nice touch. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Please!
There's a vacuum.
Those leprechaun nose hairs!
No time!
Here, I'll give you this. It
Oh.
carries a mother's promise.
This
Oh, wow.
is exceedingly bad.
Wait, what's a Jabberwocker?
It's a truly terrible creature. If the Jabberwocker eats one of us, we do not ascend.
How do we make the parfait thing?
Toss everything in here.
There's the thing. The really weird thing that is strangely humanoid in its shape. And that gives me weird vibes.
No!
I didn't comment on this earlier, but it has a cool design. Oh, they just made it large.
Run!
What's he doing here?
I gave him something new to do for the moment. Now go!
He changed his
Friends
heart.
need to get big again, or we're Jabberwocker dinner!
What's... Oh? Nice.
Finally!
Alright, that problem solved.
Ruby, follow me!
Once again, the gravity clip. OP.
I said I wasn't done with you yet!
Ooh. Disintegrated. Wait.
Neo?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's Neo's effects.
What? There's only supposed to be one.
Oh, when she realized she could make copies. Because remember, she had a very confused expression.
Run!
So now she just made a bunch of copies to go after Ruby. I'm assuming.
Ruby, come on!
Go! We'll hold them off!
Oh, that dude's dead now.
You did good, Juniper.
Team Ruby.
Yep. Yeah, I already knew it was John. Because I didn't even see a spoiler, I just saw a screenshot. Well, I guess that technically counts as a spoiler. So yeah, this entire time I've been holding it in, I'm like, oh yeah, that's John. Because the sword and the shields were John's. They look very rusted, but they are his. So yeah, that's where he's been. The Curious Cat seems to know quite a lot, and I think it's hiding a lot from Team RWBY. And eventually something's going to drop with it. I don't know. Like I said, the Curious Cat has been very helpful, but I don't know. I just don't trust those type of characters, I guess. RWBY being drawn into this blacksmith's like vision is interesting, but it is more continuation of Ruby's struggle because the blacksmith did talk about putting her burdens into a weapon. And I gotta say, it's cool as hell. The character design and overall framing of the scene, it's really nice. And when Ruby looks into this axe, I can't tell if it was her or her mother in the reflection. No, yeah, that's gotta be Ruby's mom. That's very interesting. I wonder if she fell into that vision because of her struggle with purpose, which is the whole thing about the ever afters, having your purpose, changing to be your purpose, that sort of thing. I honestly didn't expect Ruby to have a vision of her mother in this volume, so I'm interested to see if that'll get brought up again. Considering, Ruby did want to be a huntress to be like her mother. And, knowing that her mother failed, and especially to Salem, I hope we get to hear more of her thoughts on the matter. It's good to see Team RWBY finally all full size again, which basically covers up that issue. We still need to find Crescent Rose and get to the tree, but at least this problem's been solved for now. Like I said, unfortunately, I already knew the Rusted Knight was John, because again, I just saw a screenshot, and I was just like, oh, okay. So there's not much reaction towards that, sorry. I have a lot of questions about it. Like, I don't know why he's taking the spot of something that already exists, and also technically he should have been here for as long as the others. But in the opening, he was surrounded by clocks, so I wonder if maybe he was in a weird time dilation part of the area where he's been here for years and years and years, because his beard was longer, his hair was longer, he looked older. So I wonder if he was just in a part of the area that just had a lot more faster time. I'm sure we'll find out next episode. Speaking of next episode, that's actually going to be in a different video. I've decided to react to the first half of the volume together and then the last half of the volume together. So that is going to be it for my RWBY reaction for this video, and I hope you join me for the next one. Alright, until next time.